No, stop recording. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
This is our alpaca. My name is Mike.
my name is Barbara.
So we are the flying alpaca. On the other side. And
We are going to start this new talk and chat 15 minutes with the flying alpaca.
so today we are going to cover this topic, Italians in Ireland. So how we
How we landed here.
yeah, in West Clare, so in the remote west of Ireland.
Very windy, very cold in the winter, rainy.
Yeah. So the beginning would say we are coming. We are from Milan.
Yeah,
In
we
Italy.
are born there and we studied there
Yeah.
and worked.
Yeah, a little, few months,
Yeah.
And then what happened is that I found a job in Modena, which is very famous because it's the Ferrari town.
And I followed him as soon as I finished my study at the university. And I found my first job there as graphist.
Yeah.
Graphic.
So we basically stayed there for something like 5 years, and then we received this job offer
France.
in France, in the French Riviera.
I didn't want to go there, in fact, because before to move in France, I wasn't a huge fan of French people. Sorry. Now I have to say that I changed my mind completely, but at the beginning it wasn't my very first choice.
Yeah, yeah. But then it was a very nice experience. The weather is very nice. The place is very scenic, and the people are lovely. And we were living for almost 4 years there. What are you doing, Barbara?
I don't know. I'm touching.
We were living in Villeneuve-Loubet, which is a
Yeah.
town between Nice and Cannes.
Yeah, it's a tiny village. It's very, very nice. If you have the occasion during your travel to go in the French Riviera, I would suggest to you to stop at the Villeneuve-Loubet village because it's so nice and people are there are very, very friendly. In fact, it's like an hidden spot in that place.
Yeah, yeah. Then we in 2000, I think 2013, we did our first trip in Ireland. We made all the tour, from Dublin clockwise up to the north, and so we did 2 weeks of. We covered almost everything of the island except this place.
Yes. In fact, yeah, because in fact it's like a little peninsula in the west of Ireland. So when we did our holiday here, we weren't very sure to have time to visit this, and it wasn't very promoted on the websites for tourists, for holidays. So in fact, we really skipped it.
Yeah, yeah. So, but then we fell in love with this island, and we decided to try to find a work here. And by chance, I was called for my job in Dublin. So we spent one beautiful year in
An
Dublin.
amazing year in Dublin.
Yeah, and then when we were there, we were like, Dublin is a very nice town, but we were searching for something more contact to the natural.
Yeah, in fact, we started to feel a little bit tired about office work and the normal life we always had. So that means like morning, wake up, office work, the desk, finish of the day, at home on the couch, playing video games or stuff like that. That I still love to do that. But we were also looking for something more challenging for us, something that we never did before. And as I always loved nature, and my dream since I was a child was to have a farm, I convinced him to swap our very comfortable life for something more difficult.
Yeah. So I agreed to do the farm life, but I wanted something special, and I was looking for alpacas because since I saw them when I was a kid, I really wanted to have alpacas, and eventually we went to I found a place online where they had alpacas next to Dublin.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was a very nice place covered by woods, and but the owner unfortunately wasn't there, so we just saw
Yeah,
them
I
from.
remember. In fact, we did this trip to go to see the alpacas, and we drive to go there. And in fact, we arrived, and there were nobodies. And we, for chance, we were so lucky that the alpacas were near the gate, so we could see them.
Yeah. But since then, the idea of the alpacas like
Growing.
started obsessing me,
Yeah.
So then life and changes brought us again to France, in Toulouse this time,
Yeah.
which was a very nice experience. But when we moved there, we realized that we were missing
Yeah, we
Ireland
were missing
so much.
Ireland. Yeah, in fact, Toulouse was very, very nice. It remembered me, in fact, the area where we lived near the town village in Italy. But our minds were not there. We, for the first time, I think, in our life that we moved, we haven't any envy to go out and visit. It was really, even if we did it, I mean, we traveled a lot, but every time we were looking for Ireland. I remember he was looking on Google Street to see Dublin and West Clare.
Yeah, yeah. So eventually we ended up saying, you know what, we are going to buy a house in West Clare or in west of Ireland, and so we booked a flight and we selected some houses, and I must say that the 90% of the houses were in this area.
Yeah.
There were a couple of them in East Clare or in
Mayo, yeah.
But the area that we really wanted to visit and to live in was this area.
Yeah, because in fact, Luped area, Luped Peninsula, it's very beautiful. There are beautiful cliffs, but it's not so famous as Cliff of Moher or other places. So in fact, there are tourists, but it's not crowded as much other places. And we felt like we have discovered a hidden gem, you know.
Yeah. So eventually we bought a house in less than 1 month.
Yeah, even less. We saw the house where we live now in 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and we decided to purchase it.
Yeah.
We are that kind of person.
Yeah. And so Barbara started, I think, a few months after, I think in September, she started already, she opened a Facebook account.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as we decided to do this move,
Yeah.
I started to promote it.
And I started pushing for the alpacas. So I remember when we were still in France, in Roquette, in Toulouse, we were already, we subscribed to the Alpaca Association of Ireland.
Yes.
Because they were giving some discounts on the trainings and on the classes,
Yeah.
you know.
I think we are the only person in the world that subscribed to an association
Yeah.
even before to live in that country.
Yeah. I did a course for the beekeeping
Yeah, yeah.
in the mountains between France and Spain. And so, in fact, in few months, we adopted Yuki, our dog.
Yeah, then there arrived the chickens.
Yeah.
They are our first experience with chickens,
Yeah.
and they are amazing. But we will talk about chickens another time.
Yeah. Well, the cats were always with us.
Yeah, because in fact we brought our cats from Italy to France, from France to Ireland, from Ireland to France, from France again. They hate us.
Yes. And I was like, in November of 2 years ago, we got the horses.
Yes, Jack and Bobby.
And I was saying to Barbara, this is the flying alpaca.
And we don't have alpacas.
Yeah, we don't have alpacas yet. So in like, I think last year, let's say 1 year ago,
Exactly 1 year ago,
we got our
we
alpacas,
got our alpacas. Yeah.
and the adventure started from there. So I would say that I'm really happy about this beginning,
Yeah.
and that we are here. So the life here is kind of,
It's challenging.
Yeah.
It's very, very beautiful, but at the same time, it's like a roller coaster as for everyone. There are moments that they are incredible and others that we are very, very sad, and
Yeah.
it's very tough.
yeah. I think that at the end it's positive feeling and experience, but we are just at the beginning of our trip.
Yes.
So now we created the stables. We bought this house that was more an holiday home,
Yeah, we are converting it in a farm,
and we are not farmers.
and we are not able to do that.
So we are working on the orchard. We built 3 greenhouses.
We put the beehives.
We restored the mobile home
Yes.
that now we live in. We opened a bed and breakfast with 2 rooms.
Yeah. And then what else? We are still expanding.
Yeah.
We want to build other shelter. We
Yeah.
want to do Cobb's house.
Yeah.
And projects ongoing.
Yeah. So stay tuned. I think the next live chat will be in 1 week time.
Yeah, 1 week time on Tuesday at 5 p.m. UTC.
Yeah, same hour.
Same hour.
And I think we will start talking about some animals.
Yeah, chickens.
The chickens. Chickens are not a dish in your dish.
Yeah. It's not a dish in your dish. Sorry.
It is, but for some people. But for us, it's also an adventure. It was our first not pet animal.
And they are pet now.
Yeah, they are incredible animals, so I'm very thrilled about.
Yeah, talking about chickens,
Yeah.
we could spend like hours.
I had my rooster walking here on my table a few minutes ago and singing, so it's a very nice experience.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah. So stay tuned and
See you on Tuesday.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.